Welcome to your General and Love Tarot reading for March 2020. Hi, Gemini. I had to do the intro with my stunner shades because I feel like your future is so bright. We have a lot of beautiful things to welcome in for this spring. And before we get into what to expect and the messages themselves, guys, in order to get a more detailed reading, check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, okay? Now let's get into this. So I feel like a lot of beautiful things are starting to bloom and blossom. And right now, there may be something within you that gets reignited. And it's interesting because today, especially, is a very windy day. And it makes me think of your sign. Although you may not always be seen, you are always felt. And so spiritually, there's been a lot of activity going on, especially with all of the psychic downloads that we're all experiencing during the awakening process, as well as the development of even some new intuitive abilities that may be developing and blossoming within you. The majority of March, we can expect to still see some lingering energies from Mercury retrograde. It ends on the 9th. And of course, there's still a 2-week shadow period that we'll be going through. So these energies will be tapering off towards the end of the month. And although there are so many different opportunities that are developing, there may be some delays with that due to those lingering energies. But that's not all bad, because it allows you that time to go back, revisit some things, maybe even rehash a few unresolved issues through communication, open and honest communication, and being able to incite healing. A lot has been going on, especially with the collectives that I do. I believe there may be some messages in those as well, for those of you that miss out on that, where family, workplace, and relationships as a whole has been at the focal point of the energies lately. And right now, I feel like you're already closing the door. There are certain family relationships, friendships, environments, workplace situations where there's been a lot of this type of energy, going back to frustrations and things not manifesting, feeling like there's a lot of misfortune, a lot of blockages. But now I feel like this process where you feel like you're unable to manifest is coming to a close. Within your relationships, within living situations, family situations especially, there's definitely been a breakdown in communication. Some of you guys may be moving out, kicking someone out. Some of you guys are dealing with divorces, finalizing everything, tying up any loose ends concerning that. And I also see that there's been a breakdown in communication. And that results in you closing the door as well. There's definitely something that's coming to an end due to imbalances. So some of you guys may be experiencing imbalances emotionally within yourself or within your relationships as a whole. And you've made a decision not to reunite with certain people because of these communication barriers that I see here. And I feel like Mercury retrograde is definitely a huge influencer to that energy. So while we're wrapping up any unfinished business, I feel like you'll finally start to reach a turning point and things will start to shift in a more positive direction. Now, it's interesting seeing the Seven of Pentacles pop out sideways. So there are a few relationships that you're able to go back, rehash things, be open with one another to incite healing and forgiveness. But then there are a few relationships where, you know, you felt like you were doing all of the giving. You were dealing with a lot of people that did more taking than giving. And now there's a lack of healing or a lack of understanding between you and those people now, especially now that you're realizing you're worth more and more each and every single day and sticking to your guns about your boundaries and about what you want out of life, about what you expect out of your relationships. Even concerning workplace and living situations, you know, if things are unstable and it's affecting you in adverse ways, you're finally rectifying these imbalances. Some of you are definitely going through divorces or simply going back to that whole family thing again, where someone's dealing with the ramifications of a broken home or dealing with estranged family members. Some of you guys could be contending with this feeling of loneliness at times, or some of you guys are actually finally coming to a place where you prefer to be alone, and you're realizing that some fear circulating around loneliness. You finally identify these within yourself or within others, and that will lead you to completing these cycles here. I'm going to cut the deck here. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups reversed. So there's a situation here where someone definitely gave all they could give, leaving them with an empty cup here. There's definitely someone here that's been having a hard time grieving over and resolving any issues emotionally because they're having a hard time getting over past relationships. Someone's blocking off new offers here because of that. There's definitely some creative blocks that some of us are dealing with currently. Some of us may be having to splurge on some sort of unexpected expense, or just dealing with shelling out money for the kids or shelling out money for, you know, the car or whatever is coming about. And there's definitely a lot of instability concerning finances and home situations especially. Now, this is your energy, Gemini. The Lover's reversed. You're focused on choosing yourself and focusing on self-love, self-care. There's definitely a lot of references to where someone loved the other person more than the other one did, or it's a simple case of unrequited love. There's definitely cheating going on. Someone may have felt like they could throw money at the problem, all the while neglecting their spouse or neglecting their family members or blowing their money on things that are not needed. There's a lot of references to abuse within the family here. or within a relationship. For some of you, you may be dealing with a boss here that was over authoritative, very abusive when it comes to flexing their power. Some of you guys could be dealing with a father figure like this, or maybe the father of your children for those of you that have kids, or an earth sign here, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, where this energy is prevalent. A third party could have been a Gemini, or you may have found out you were the other woman. Something happened to where somebody got caught with multiple people here. I'm seeing someone with blue or red hair here, or multicolored hair. Whoever found out that they were the other woman or the other man, it was purely carnal desires here. Or there could just be a relationship just simply based off of physical attraction, but the lack of investment, the lack of understanding one another, and the lack of vulnerability on the behalf of one person in particular, or multiple people that you may be dealing with, that's caused the destruction of the relationship. Let's go ahead and lay all of this out. Wow. Definitely some retrograde energies causing a lot of problems with travel plans. So there's going to be something that comes about where somebody's going to feel stuck, or maybe some of you guys are feeling mentally and emotionally stuck on this situation, or dealing with someone who is mentally and emotionally stuck. Someone's going to be coming back from the past, expressing how they truly feel. But then it's like, I see this energy where there's no movement. There could be a few victories that have been hard won, for sure. And you're focusing more on taking time out for yourself. Some of you may start a new diet or start a new exercise regimen, looking for new homes. There just may be some delays concerning that. Someone is blocking the other, because I see this Princess of Pentacles reversed here, because somebody felt like they were doing more of the giving, period, point blank. They were making more of an effort, and they got tired of it. There could be some gossip going on within the workplace or within family, friends even, for some of you. I'm seeing some Cancer energy coming through. Some of you guys could be dealing with a fellow air sign as well, or a fire sign here. And there seems to be a lot happening all at once. So this person doesn't know if they're coming or going. There seems to be a lot of frustration here. Maybe someone takes out their frustration on someone here, or they don't make a move. Somebody's not moving forward or making a move here. There could be some bad news concerning work, or maybe there's a missed opportunity concerning, making money. Some of you guys may be dealing with temporary positions, trying to find something more long-term. There could also be a situation where you guys are dealing with people where you feel like they're not very good friends. And so you don't really want to deal with them anymore. And you're dropping them like a hot potato. There will be some silent victories here, for sure. Because even if you feel stuck in some way, you're still healing yourself. You're still setting healthy boundaries, removing people that don't have your best interest at heart or don't positively influence your life in any way. You're done with gossipers, You're done with people that are here, there, and everywhere, like a Dr. Seuss book. And you're no longer settling for less than what you deserve and for less than what you're worth, whether that's workplace, family, every realm of your life. I'm also seeing this as the advice. The Prince of Swords reversed. There could be somebody here with long dark hair. It could be a male with long dark hair. There could be somebody with platinum blonde hair I'm seeing, or, light gray hair. I see an older gentleman here. Could be someone's grandparents involved in the situation, causing a lot of instability within the family and the foundation of the family. I'm also seeing that regarding information, your ideas, your time, and any passwords or whatever it is that you need to keep secure, do so, and watch out for anybody that's a scam artist, because I'm seeing somebody trying to get information, or somebody that is a fighter. Be wary of anybody that is physically wanting to start fights, or somebody that is destructive in thinking and just destructive in general. They're impulsive, they have no impulse control, they're hot-headed, and they're all over the place in general. They have a lot of frustrations. They at times take them out on other people, or, there's just a lot maybe that's keeping you scatterbrained, where you may need to start meditating to help yourself work through these things, or to completely stay away from people who lead you into that sort of cyclical thought process. And I feel like it has a lot to do with, this situation here. Triangulation or breakups. Something is not ending. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Scorpio here, I'm seeing, with these here, or a Leo. I'm seeing strength reversed. It seems like things are one-sided. Somebody is definitely doing a lot of giving and not really getting much in return, if anything at all. Somebody owes the other person money, and it's not being paid back here, or, somebody feels like the other person is indebted to them. There's definitely a lot of karmic relationships that you have to work through, especially throughout the rest of this month. And Mercury retrograde will allow you to do that, to put it to rest once and for all. But yet there seems to be a lot of this type of energy where, maybe you're feeling a little bit weak, or maybe you're feeling a little bit impatient with how things are going. There seems to be a lot of people that are egotistical. You know, they're greedy, materialistic. They're driven by lust. There could be somebody still dealing with addiction, you know, drug abuse, addiction to sex, addiction to eating, or whatever the addiction is. That seems to have a strong hold on someone's life here. And someone definitely switched up their attitude towards you or vice versa. And with this Ten of Swords reversed as external factors here, all of these endings, there's definitely somebody with dirty blonde hair or blonde hair, and again, long dark hair, you know, for a male here, where they've betrayed us in the past. This person has kept us up at night, made us cry. People that have stabbed us in the back in general. This is now coming to an end. The tables are turning. And there's so much happening within your mind and so much indecision where you don't know if you should stay or you should go. Or maybe it's a simple situation where you know you need to go. You've already seen all you needed to see, but this person may come back or, you know, try to tell their side of the story or explain themselves. But again, this person's really impulsive. They just don't think before they speak. They don't think before they act. And that's really a big issue here. Definitely somebody with anger issues. They could even be emotionally and mentally abusive, on top of physically abusive, for those of you dealing with that. Abuse in the workplace, you know, bullying within friends, all this other stuff going on here. You know what? Let's get some more advice. I'm going to be using the Speed of Light Oracle cards. Let's see what we can get you guys for advice, because I'm seeing a lot going on to where you guys are finally reaching a state of clarity about a lot of people in your life, a lot of situations in your life. And I feel like you're finally putting a stop to it. But there's a lot on your mind where it can feel like you may be going in circles, or maybe you're just feeling like you're not able to make any movement. Maybe some of you guys are trying to move away from an unstable home environment or living situation and feeling stuck in that current situation. I'm getting home wrecker vibes here, you guys. I'm seeing somebody with long purple hair. There's definitely a lot of lust involved with this situation. We have filters. Okay, yeah, see? So we just talked about reaching a state of clarity, right? There you have it. Indecision's the only thing that's holding you back, you guys. We have persistence. Some of you guys could be seeing owls. I've been noticing a lot of hawks lately for some of you, but especially with owls. The symbolism behind them alone speaks of your developing intuitive abilities and needing to listen to that inner voice and to trust in those gifts. Okay, let's give it one last good shuffle. I'm going to cut the deck here. And let's see what we got. All right, so we have creation. Okay. Yes, purification. I was just thinking about cleansing and detoxing. Let's start with creation. There we go. Uncoiling of your light source. As you explore and expand, you begin to reveal the true and authentic light that you are. Nothing inauthentic or untrue can be held in this pure light source of yours, which is pure creation. Within this light exists all of the abundance, inspirations, love, and the manifestation of your wildest dreams. You're being guided to focus on your inner light, as this will help you right now. You are a part of creation. Continue to uncoil and reveal your true light at your own pace as you embrace your place within this great expansion. Some of you guys may be realizing that you're meant to be light workers. I'm hearing that message. Owl will bring solutions to your current issue in the stillness of the night. During that time of innermost reflection, there is great magic occurring in the darkness, waiting to burst forth into the light. Reflect on your questions with an open and honest heart and with a willingness to find the solution. The question is just as important as the answer. The answer you may not be completely responsible for, but the question you certainly are. Interesting. You are a channel of divine energy. Remain focused and make sure that your filters are clear and that the divine energy is flowing through you as clearly and purely as possible. Your filters, which include beliefs, projections, limitations, fears, doubts, etc., may cloud and mold the energy into something other than what it is. Be sure your filters are clear and hold positive and authentic intentions. The divine energy flows through you and is expressed through your words, thoughts, and actions. Commit to being the clearest channel possible and observe how clear your filters really are. And that definitely coincides with this other card, the final one we have, purification. That will definitely help to clear those filters as well. If you've been feeling physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually blocked, it is because your system is calling for a clean out. If you've been physically out of balance, then look at the food and drinks you consume. Perhaps emotionally, you have been awash with unexpressed feelings. Taking a bath, swimming, or crying are great ways to purify your emotions. If you've been overly active in the mind with negative clutter, then take steps to clear it and affirm positive thoughts. Perhaps your connections with spirit have been stale as of late. Then make time to reestablish them. Make your purification a priority. And you know what, you guys? Be sure to let me know in the comments how you guys like these oracle cards and if you would like me to keep them. And let me know how this reading was for you. I see that the only thing that's standing in your way is yourself, but once you move out of your own way, Gemini, things will start to accelerate in the direction you are wanting it to go. But other than that, you guys, I just want to say thank you for those of you that have left a like. Thank you for your comments and your shares. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. I've been doing daily live collective tarot readings, and I think those messages could potentially be helpful for you along your journey as well. So be sure to hit that bell so you can get notified every time I'm live. And until next time, you guys, stay blessed, not stressed. Peace and love.